Good morning. Hey guys, so have you ever been watching YouTube and seen somebody do a thing that you're trying to do and they got plans to sell and you're like, should I buy those plans? I don't know if I should buy those plans. Well, I bought plans. And today's video is about taking you through those plans. I'll let you know what I think about them and how everything turned out. Basically, I'm building a bench, a workbench. So if you've been along on the ride with this channel, you know that half the time I'm a hot mess and I don't have a workbench. And so I've been building everything on uneven ground, sitting on the floor, on my tiny countertop in the kitchen, basically everywhere that is a terrible place to build things. And I made the decision that I needed a bench, and I went through YouTube, of course, the University of YouTube, and watched probably 25 different videos of workbenches. And they were all fantastic. I had a couple of things that I really wanted. The biggest thing was that I wanted to be able to put a sheet of plywood on it and cut that sheet of plywood. Normally I get everything cut at Home Depot, but they're not perfectly accurate. They're probably more accurate than I am, so it's worked. But I wanted that option. So a lot of them were fantastic, but they were too small. Like, you know, the plywood would lean off and such. So I came across Matthew Peech. Now, I don't know Matthew Peech. I've never watched any of his videos. In fact, throughout this video, I think I call him Michael. Sorry, Matthew. And then when I went back and I was like, oh, darn it, his name is Matthew. And I had to redo my intro. So here we are this morning drinking my coffee. And apparently I've made somebody mad because I have coffee grounds in my coffee. But it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. So he had this table and I really liked it because it was actually 3 different tables. And, I mean, you guys know, if you watch the channel, you know that I go big or go home. I never understood that. I like being at home. I really do like being at home. So this is the video of me putting this together. I'm going to chat about it while I'm doing it. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have a fantastic week. I hope you make it all the way through the video. Chloe does help out a bit. And guess what? Kira is going to be here on Tuesday, so I'm so excited. All right, see you guys at the end. I don't know why I waved. It's not the end of the video. Don't click off. Keep watching. Jeez Louise. I haven't had the coffee yet. That's what we're working with. It's good even with the grounds. Who salt and peppers their coffee? I do. Takes the bitter out. All right, let's do this. So I purchased some plans from Matthew Peech. I have a description. I have a link for his channel in the description. And so I made a decision that I needed a workbench. And for those of you that are new to the channel, I've been working on my tiny house build, and I've been doing most of the things like on the floor, building them on the floor and on the ground, uneven ground, all of the things, and I need a workbench. So I watched tons of videos of different builders building workbenches to see what I wanted to build, and I came across Matthew Peech. I had not seen his channel before, but I really liked this design that he came up with, so I bought the plans. They were $12 and started putting them together. So I'm just going to take you through me doing this build. So it was really neat because you get this cut list and you just go through and cut everything up, get it all ready to assemble, and then you just start assembling things after everything's been all cut up. And of course my circular saw is in the shed that collapsed, so I'm just using this little hand saw, and I'm pretty accurate with it. Not super accurate, but good enough. And this went really quickly. So this was day 1. I went ahead and got everything cut, and Okay, so I got everything cut out except for the plywoods. And the plans call for the 3/4 inch for the top and the shelf. And I did just a floor OSB for the floor, for the bottom shelf, because I don't care. So that's why I have 2 different kinds. My hand doesn't want to do, there we go. 2 different kinds. But got all these cut, and that was really simple. I like following the plans, even though part of me is like, what if they're wrong? So these plans cost me $12. I bought them from another YouTuber. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. It's a really good building channel, and I found this after looking and watching lots and lots and lots of YouTube videos on benches. I found this one and I like it the best. So that's why I decided to build it, and I'm really excited for how it's going to give me something to actually work on. I bought this DeWalt table that I'm working on. It was on sale, but it's even too small. So like the boards fall off. There's no way I could cut a big piece of OSB on it. And that's basically been my issue. So it's getting late. I do need to get this stuff covered because it talked about it raining tonight. So I'm gonna get my mess here cleaned up, everything taken in, and call it a night. See you guys in the morning. Good morning, BP. You being grumpy face? I put extra out there, you guys. You should be happy. So today is all about assembling the workbenches. And I have to admit, yesterday after I did all that cutting, my back hurts so bad. I cannot wait to have a flat, level surface that doesn't kill my back. We're gonna have to get a cement slab in here somewhere. So that is coming this year. But now I'm just assembling it all, and I'm actually gonna have to watch the video because when you purchase the plans, you need to print them out, or you have to keep asking him to email you another link. So I'll probably do that. Get another link out. And since I don't have a printer here, I don't know, maybe I can send the link to my son and he can print it out for me so I can just have it in my files. So if I ever want to do this again, make another one, I don't know, we'll see. But I can watch the video and put it together with the video. We have a storm coming in, so I was trying to beat that storm, and I had like 2 days before the storm was going to come. So I just quickly did the legs so that I could get on to the rest of the build. And as you can see, I'm working off of pallets that are just raised up. So I don't have a really good workspace on this, but these did come together really well and were very simple to put together. Just screw them together. I didn't use any glue. I just screwed these all together, and then I stained them. So the next step he has you do is stain them to protect the wood. And I actually got a deck stain with a little bit of a tint to it. So it's a cedar tone. So I'm going to go find a paintbrush because I did not buy one. See if I can find a paintbrush, set all this up, and start staining. Okay, so now I gotta let that dry. I'm gonna see what else he wants me to do as the next steps, or if I have to wait for that to dry before I can move on. So far, these plans are fantastic. They're working really well. It's pretty exciting. I need to go put this in a baggie so hopefully it doesn't dry. It's really cold out here today too. Hi, BP. What you doing, boy? I assembled everything together. It was super simple. I really liked the way he sets up his plans and the video that goes with it. So I mentioned that before. And he's very easy to listen to. So going back and rewatching the video multiple times was not awful. So he's got a really nice voice. Like they say, a voice for radio. He's got a voice for radio. It's a good voice. So I would definitely recommend to subscribe to his channel and look at his stuff if you're looking at different building stuff. He has lots of plans for lots of different things. So I had to recut some of the 4-inch blocks because mine split because I did not follow the directions and pre-drill. It did take me 3 days to put together, but I have to say I have a really bad back and I'm on very uneven ground and everything hurt. So you could definitely get these put together quite a bit faster than that. It would probably be a 1-day build for somebody who has a workshop or better stamina than I do. I just keep puttering along and try to get everything done. I get as much done as I possibly can in a day. And then I rest, and then I come back at it the next day. So I did end up beating the storm, which is really good. But yeah, putting these together is really no big deal. Everything slipped in where it was supposed to be. Pre-measuring the little overhang there. That all worked really well. He does throw in some tips for you, which makes that really nice. So if you're a beginner, it's really pretty awesome to have somebody who is a builder and been doing things for a long time to give you little tips and tricks. So I did square up the corners and then measured the over edge, squared up the corners, screwed everything down. And that worked really well. I did go back multiple times and check the video. And all of this is actually in the written plans that he gives you when you purchase the plans. Like I said, I just didn't download the plans. So I had to keep going back to the video and watching the video. But these went together really well. And as you can see, I didn't stain all of the pieces. Now he recommends staining all of the pieces and then putting them together, but I was trying to beat the storm. So I decided to put them all together and finish staining after they were assembled. And that worked out really well. So the only thing that I don't have while I'm working on this are the wheels that go on and the latch and the hinges. And so I've got those on order from Amazon. He purchased his from Harbor Freight, but I was able to get the locking wheels from Amazon for the same price as non-locking wheels at Harbor Freight. So I was able to save about $25 from purchasing them on Amazon. Amazon got them to me pretty quickly, so I don't know. I'll put a link in the description for you if you're interested in purchasing the wheels that I did end up purchasing. So this would have been super helpful if Kira was here and I had the extra help to put these together, but this was obviously doable with just me by myself. and leaning things up against the platform that I have and getting them screwed together. The fact that everything's cut the actual size, so even though this looks wonky and uneven, it is even. It's the ground that's uneven. So it's squared up. It's all really good. So the battery died in the camera, but I got them all stained and put together, and now we just need to do the tops. We gotta hurry because we're gonna be getting some rain for the next 4 days. So we gotta get these done. No ma'am, you're not the camera ma'am. You're not the cameraman. Silly goat. Three-quarter-inch plywood, but I decided that this was cheaper, so I was going to do the bottom in this, since it's just a shelf, and I'll do the top in the 3/4-inch plywood, and I'm good with that. I have ordered on Amazon, I'll put a link below, the wheels, the hinges, and the locking latch. And so those don't come in until Saturday. So once I get those, I'll get them and then I'll add them and I'll show you guys later. But again, I'm also linking the video below in the description of the channel that I got these from, and I just can't remember his name. It's terrible, but I can't. But I watched many videos on tables, and I liked the fact that there was 2 smaller tables. So like I could literally put my chop saw on one, and then my table saw has its own table, and I could connect them, and you can shift these around and you can make them look really different, and in my opinion be a lot easier to use. So I'm really excited about that. But I've got to go get my other phone, look up the video, and figure out what these cuts are because I don't have the printed out papers, and get these cut and get these put on. I'm actually going to stain them first and then put them on, I think. I don't know. I'll be back. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Grumpy Charlie. Hi, Layla. Are you sniffing? You guys are silly. So I do not regret purchasing the OSB. After I cut it, you'll see that it has one really rough edge, which I don't like, but the bottom I'm not going to really be using other than slipping totes underneath there to hold tools or material or whatever underneath. So I thought that this was a good budget decision to purchase this piece of OSB instead of using the 3/4-inch plywood. It is also something that you could very easily go back and change later on if you wanted to. I didn't stain it. I may paint it. We'll see. But like I said, I was trying to beat a storm coming through. And so it was just trying to get things done as quickly as I possibly could. So I had thought about using my router and routering around the edge and cleaning all of that up, but I didn't end up doing that. So I'll probably go back and paint this later, but for now it's going to be fine just being left this way. Getting the 3 of these cut, being able to actually use the table was really nice, the frames. I can see how this is going to be a really big deal for me finishing up my build that I'm doing here on the farm and all the projects that I actually have to do. So hey, if you're new to the channel and you're not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. We've got a ton of things going on. I'm building a shipping container tiny house, and we've got some chickens that are going to be hatching, and we're building some chicken coops. In fact, if there are some plans on a chicken coop that you think I should build, send them to me so that I can go check them out, because I am still looking for a chicken coop that I would like to build for my chickens that I'm going to be hatching out here really soon. So yeah, we've got that. We've got a barn that we're building. You know, this is a homestead, so we talk about animals, we talk about builds, we talk about all the things. So if you're interested in what's going on in North Idaho, definitely make sure that you subscribe. And always, if you have any tips for me, I really appreciate them. Just leave them in the comments. It helps me get better every time because I am new. Okay, so that was the last one that I got to slip onto the bottom, and now we're onto the top. So this well, basically first, now we're on to just screwing everything down. I'm just gonna tack this in the corners, and I'll come back later and fill all this in, because this storm actually shows up tonight, and I have about an hour to be able to get everything finished, put away, and covered before the storm shows up. The 3/4 inch plywood was too heavy for me to move, so I moved the smaller tables to the plywood, which again, reason why I really like these 2 smaller tables that will eventually be able to attach to this larger table, giving me all kinds of things that I can actually use them for. So I love this concept of having these 3 that can all be separated. So I spent at Home Depot $230 on all the stuff that you see here. The stain, the plywood, the 2x4s, the screws, all of that. And then when I went to Harbor Freight, I spent $42 on 12 wheels, and then realized that I had purchased the wrong wheels. And then when I went and looked at, it was going to be another $25 to purchase the wheels that were locking. So I looked on Amazon, found some that were locking 3-inch wheels that I ordered, and was able to spend $42. So once I return the wheels to Harbor Freight that I had purchased, I will have only spent $42 on locking wheels. So again, link in the description. So he shows you in the plans to tack this down a whole lot more than what I'm doing. I'm just trying to hold it there until the rain comes. So you can tell what I did was I stained the bottom, and then after I put these on here, I'm going to go ahead and stain the top. And that went really, really quickly. It was super easy. I do recommend his plans. I recommend looking at all the things that he has for sale. And for this new builder, it went really well, and absolutely love these tables a lot. So I like them. you should go get some too. So we've had a couple of days of rain, so I've had to have them all covered, but they've done really well in the rain. And so I wanted to show you these in action. Now my wheels and my hinges and all those just came in the mail today. I'm actually not going to be able to show you in these videos, but you can go look at the original YouTuber's video, which I have linked in the description. But I wanted to show you these in action, and I have one thing that I need to get done today that I can use these tables for. Be right back. So Chloe's willing to demonstrate how fantastic these tables are. She just doesn't know it yet. Not her favoriteest thing. Stay. She is blowing coat. Heat. Stay. Okay, just in case you ever wondered if corgis shed a lot, there you go. This is the beginning of her shedding season. And I do have to tell you, the table is very stable. It's on uneven ground, and she's moving all over the place, and she's hefty. She's like 40 pounds. And it was fine. And you can't be getting them shedding. Girl, you still have a ton of hair. There goes any sense of the house being any kind of clean. Okay, my friends, thank you for hanging out with me. Absolutely subscribe if you have not subscribed. If you've watched this video and you want to see the absolute completed build, there's a link to his video of him building this exact table. You can see how maybe we did some stuff a little bit different, but I learned some stuff. I enjoyed the build, and I think it's a great way to kick off this season and upping my game with actually having tables to work on. They worked fantastic for blowing out the dog, and that happens a lot here on the farm because corgis shed a lot. So if you're thinking about getting a corgi and you don't like shedding, maybe you need a table and a hair dryer and you can blow all of their crazy hair out. Then you don't have to worry about it. So thanks for hanging out with me. Talk to you later. Bye.